But today's is one of my favorite because, as you all know, I'm working. Even if you don't know, I'm working in circular economy, and circularity and plastic circularity is an issue that's very close to my heart. So that's why I was very keen about. I'm sure you might have heard our recycled pet bottle. So I was very keen to learn about it, and that's why today I decided to bring in the culprit here. So just kidding, not the culprit. A very genuine person I have with me here is Hiba Akhtar, Director Supply. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Zara.
Thank you. So the chat room here, this space, it makes me a person who tries to extract the truth. And I want you to be very open with
All
me.
up for it.
Thank you so much. So Heba, as I mentioned earlier, I'm somebody who's working in this space, and I'm very keen to learn about what is this RPET? How do you do it? But before that, you're a woman, and just before this chat, I was hosting another session on gender, bridging the gender gap. I have just learned that you're a chemical engineer. So, and there are very few women in this space. So, would you like to share your journey? How did you end up becoming a director at PepsiCo Pakistan? Over to you, please.
Thank you so much, Zainab. First of all, thank you very much for giving me and PepsiCo this opportunity to come here and talk about how PepsiCo is evolving, how myself being in PepsiCo is evolving at the same time. Um, Starting from being a chemical engineer, I think it was a tough decision. I was really passionate about it back in the days when I picked up this area, and I decided that I want to be a chemical engineer. I was the only girl in my class, just to share with you at the time. And also when I started my first job as well after that, I was again the only girl at the plant also, where I was working in operations in a fertilizer plant. So that's where I started. But I think my passion for innovation, design, sustainability, care for the communities and people around us, I think that's something which actually brought me to this point, to this level. I worked in various MNCs across Pakistan, outside Pakistan as well. Um, and then finally, I landed in PepsiCo International in 2021. Being in PepsiCo and still being in PepsiCo, working at such a great job working through this area, I think brought a lot of things to me. I would start with a time where PepsiCo has started working particularly on a very dedicated agenda, which is DEI agenda, and we have almost 50% women in our leadership team as well. That's A. Secondly, I think the kind of platforms PepsiCo is giving to the females, um, where there are no blue roles, by the way, no pink roles concept as well. So there are females in each and every area, whether that's engineering, whether that's operations, whether that's supply chain, sustainability, finance, everywhere. So I also head supply chain operations. That's also for the franchise system, which is again, we have bottlers and our franchise partners around that. At the same time, sustainability. How it helps me is I am really passionate, and I really care about the well-being. I really care about the people around us, communities around us. And I think we all do this, and especially women, when we are trying to actually always think about that we don't want to leave the world like this. We want to leave the world in a better place, um, especially for our children, especially for our upcoming generations. And PepsiCo, when it launched this Pep Positive agenda in back in 2021, it perfectly aligns with the fact that we want to dedicatedly work and aspire for a future where we don't leave the world as is. We actually bring the improvement via environment interventions, via reducing our carbon emissions. So there are multiple areas, but I think that's how it aligns with it.
Thank you, and it's always interesting, especially for me. I'm sure so many of you must also be enjoying these kind of debates when somebody shares a personal experience and also especially when the passion an individual has, whether it's a woman or a man, and when they get the platform where their passion gets to scaled up. And I mean, the way you were talking and explaining about your journey, that indicates how you are now working towards achieving your goals and with the passion. So that's your passion role that you have finally acquired at PepsiCo Pakistan. So yeah, you've mentioned Pep Positive and the overall sustainability agenda of PepsiCo. My next question is, can you explain what is the recycled PET bottle initiative by PepsiCo? And I'd also request you to keep it easier for the layman to understand. I know you're a chemical engineer and it gets difficult at times to keep the jargons easier for the people, but just it's a request if you can, please. Thank you.
Sure, thank you, Zainab, for the question. Before RPET, I would like to dwell into how RPET came into being. So basically, in PepsiCo, we have a blueprint, which is a mode of operating, which is PepsiCo's Pep Positive agenda. So basically, in this agenda, we launched this in 2021. We have three pillars: positive agriculture, positive value chain, and positive choices. So through these three pillars, what we are actually trying to do is we are trying to work across the value chain of PepsiCo and make those interventions through which we can bring the change when it comes to environment sustainability, when it comes to advancing nutrition, when it comes to sustainable agriculture practices, and also at the same time, D&I is also part of this collective agenda. And then when we talk about particularly about one pillar, which is positive value chain, it has initiatives like water conservation, it has initiatives like reducing carbon emissions, it has initiatives like moving towards recycled packaging, because we want to actually work towards the waste reduction portfolio as well. We don't want anything which PepsiCo produces to go to waste. That's our ambition, by the way. And through that ambition, we have brought in this particular initiative, which is recycled PET or recycled plastic into PepsiCo's portfolio. What recycled PET is basically, and again, in layman terms, I would like to make it understand to everyone, is that recycled PET basically hota ye hai ki the bottles which we make and we send to the market. So beverages ki jo packaging bottle hoti hain, they go to the market, people use them and then they throw them. We collect those bottles, we reprocess those bottles, we clean them, 100% decontaminate those bottles. They are halal certified as well at the same time. And once they go through this whole reprocessing, we actually use that material to again make another bottle, fill it, and then send it to the same value chain. So that's how we are basically creating circular economy around our agenda. Earlier, value chain ऐसी ही थी, चीज़ें ऐसी ही चल रही थी, but the bottles were not ending up back to PepsiCo or to the people who are producing them again. So they were ending up in other areas where they were not being recycled, where, for example, low quality plastic industry, low quality fiber industry. So they were not coming back to us and we were not able to ensure it. So right now, through this Recycle PET initiative, having a collection infrastructure, having something which, and by the way, PepsiCo has launched Pakistan's largest collection infrastructure as well in 2023-2024. We have right now collected 70% of our total portfolio, which we have put into the market. So that's a huge, huge achievement on PepsiCo's part. And through this, we are ensuring Recycle PET goes back to the market.
That's very interesting. So अभी कुछ हमारी ये जो एक्सपो है ये इनॉग्रेट की थी सेनेटर शेरी रहमान ने, एंड शी वाज आल्सो वेरी कीन टू लर्न अबाउट कलेक्शन पॉइंट्स और इन चीज़ों पे. आई एम श्योर आप मेंशन कर रही हैं कि 2023-2024 में जो है कलेक्शन पॉइंट्स आप लोगों ने वो स्टार्ट किया और कलेक्शन स्टार्ट की है, एंड आई एम प्रीटी श्योर कि इन द नियर फ्यूचर हम बहुत सारे कलेक्शन पॉइंट्स देखेंगे ताकि ये आरपेट जो है वो इसका ये इन्हांस कर सके. पेप्सिको बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहा है आरपेट में, एंड आई एम श्योर बहुत से लोगों को पता भी नहीं होगा कि ये रिसाइकल्ड पेट बॉटल वो जो यूज़ कर रहे हैं वो रिसाइकल्ड है. हमारे कंट्री में और भी बेवरेज कंपनीज हैं एंड प्लास्टिक्स इज़ अ नेशनल एजेंडा नाउ, स्पेशली नाउ व्हेन इंटरनेशनल INC 5 इज़ गोइंग टू हैपन एंड ऑफ नवंबर में कोरिया में हो रही है, जिसमें लीगली बाइंडिंग डॉक्यूमेंट का ड्राफ्ट जो है उसको अप्रूवल के लिए पेश किया जाएगा कि जी आप बताएं कि हम ये प्लास्टिक्स को कंप्लीट बैन करें या क्या करें। तो उस हवाले से पूरी दुनिया में प्राइवेट सेक्टर बड़ा वो हो रहा है कि पता नहीं ड्राफ्ट में ऐसा क्या आ जाएगा जिससे इंडस्ट्री ना तबाह हो जाए। सो बेवरेज इंडस्ट्रीज पूरी दुनिया में जो है वो किसी ना किसी हद तक डरे हुए हैं फिलहाल। आई यूज़ दैट टर्म। तो पाकिस्तान में रिसाइकल पेट, आई एम श्योर सब करना चाहते होंगे कि प्लास्टिक्स का चैलेंज जो है वो एड्रेस करने के लिए दे वांट टू वर्क आउट। क्या ऐसे चैलेंजेस हैं जो आपको लगता है पूरी बेवरेज इंडस्ट्री इस वक्त फेस कर रही है व्हेन वी टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस रिसाइकलिंग द पेट बॉटल्स, प्लीज?
Thank you, Zainab. So first of all, I think I would like to say this RPET journey, even for us, also was very exciting. At the same time, was very challenging also when it comes to technology, when it comes to collaborations, when it comes to supplier capabilities, etc. I think the whole how we have overcome, I'll shed some light on it, and then we'll talk about how the whole industry can also step on it. So first of all, how PepsiCo Pakistan did it was that we collaborated a lot with some of the partners, some big partners like Novatex, Green Earth Recycling, Lasani, WWF. These are the partners who have worked with us in making sure we ensure and set up regulatory compliant collection setup, A, and then we do invest and co-invest also in the innovative technology actually, which should give us 100% safe, good quality recycled PET at the same time. Third thing is cost. So we have tried to make the cost as minimal as we can, because as you know, industry wide, the cost premiums attached to recycled PET is more than 30, 35, somewhere even 40% as well. Worldwide, I'm talking about the premiums. So we have tried to invest in our value chain, end-to-end value chain, to make it to as less as we can, so that we also don't get hit by those challenges. So that's how PepsiCo did it. But when we talk about industry, I think again there are multiple considerations where we need to dwell. A, it's the supplier capability and supplier capacity. So right now, the capacity, as I talk about right now in Pakistan, is very limited when it comes to recycled PET. Even if we collect, we don't have the capacity to process it. We don't have the capacity to make the virgin plastic into recycled plastic at the same time. So now, as much as I know, more and more people are trying to come into this field because there's a lot of focus from the government as well on the waste reduction and recycling initiatives also. So we seriously need to, encourage people to start investing into the capacity for rPET. Second thing is, I think education and awareness for the people still remains a work in progress. Um, as much as we know the new generation and a lot of people, a lot of consumers, they are becoming sustainability savvy, and more people now want those products which are very sustainable from the core, which are designed through sustainability angle as well. But still in Pakistan, I think it still remains a work in progress. We need to industry wide keep working around the consumer perception and education and bring more and more awareness. PepsiCo has done a great work through WWF in launching education and awareness programs. We have also launched microsites as well. This is a recycled PET bottle which PepsiCo has launched. And if you look at the back of it, there's a microsite on which where you can go, and there's a lot of learning material on what rPET is, what process it goes through, and in very layman terms, how does recycled PET is differentiated from a normal PET bottle. That's what we did. Third thing is, I think, cost considerations. In a financial times like these where we are in nowadays, I think not everybody would be very comfortable in picking up a recycled PET or taking a material, raw material for recycled PET, which is at a higher cost of virgin PET. So people would not be very okay with this thing. So we have to collectively work together on the technology, on the value chain, on the effectiveness of our collection system, feedstock availability, to make the cost as much minimal as we can. And if these two, three areas are covered, I think it will be the easiest path to step on this recycle PET journey.
थैंक यू हिबा. सो यस, चैलेंजेस तो ऑफ कोर्स इंडस्ट्री के लिए हैं, बट पेप्सिको ने अभी ओवरकम किए हैं. आई एम श्योर देयर आर सो मेनी अदर बेवरेज कंपनीज हु मस्ट बी टेकिंग एफर्ट्स कर रहे हैं वो. मुझे बताएं कि कीपिंग इन व्यू, अभी आपने कॉस्ट का जिक्र किया कि ज़ाहिर है वो फीड स्टॉक होते हैं और फिर उसके बाद कॉस्ट आ जाती है, तो आर स्लाइटली महंगी भी हो सकती है पेट बॉटल से, राइट? तो लोग, कंज्यूमर जो है वो क्यों ख़रीदना चाहेंगे, ये भी एक क्वेश्चन मार्क आता है. ज़ाहिर है सस्टेनेबिलिटी की भी एक प्राइस है. जैसे क्लाइमेट क्राइसिस की प्राइस सस्टेनेबिलिटी की प्राइस से ज़्यादा है, बट वो एक ऐसी अंडरस्टैंडिंग है जो कि ग्रेजुअली डेवलप होगी. अभी आम आवाम में वो इतनी ज़्यादा अंडरस्टैंडिंग नहीं डेवलप. दे ऑलवेज प्रेफर टू गो for the low cost option, and that's a dilemma, but they are also compelled by the socioeconomic circumstances that we have in the country. um, अब ये जो सिचुएशन है हमारे मुल्क में, उसको देखते हुए कोई ऐसी बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस हैं जो आपको लगता है कि हम अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ जो इंडस्ट्री यूटिलाइज कर सके, कोई ऐसे अलायंसेस, कोलैबोरेशन, जो जो हेल्प कर सके ओवरऑल इंडस्ट्री को, बेवरेज इंडस्ट्री को, कि वो इस तरह इस फेज़ में ट्रांजिशन करें टुवर्ड्स सस्टेनेबिलिटी?
Very good question, Zainab, and thank you for asking this one. I think this one is very close to my heart as well, because as much as I really want PepsiCo, as much as I really like PepsiCo's journey and I'm part of it as well, I really want the whole world to actually collaborate and come towards that goal where we actually see nothing is going to landfill, no waste is being generated, and then we are reusing it through circular economy. I think multiple areas. One example which I can give very promptly is Core Alliance as well. PepsiCo and some other industries were part of Core Alliance and are part of it as well. And I think great outcomes have come from that Core Alliance as well, where we were able to navigate a lot of things through government, through regulatory aspects as well, and learn a lot from other industries also. That's one thing which we can really, really do. For example, PepsiCo's journey, and PepsiCo has pioneered this recycle PET journey in Pakistan, especially. And if I talk about AMISA, we have the highest percentage, in fact, in overall AMISA also when it comes to recycle PET. Right now, in our total overall portfolio, we have more than 30% content of recycled PET in our portfolio, and we are planning to take it to 50% by next year. So 50% is a huge number, saying half of your portfolio will be recycled. That's our ambition, and that's what we are striving for. I think the industry can again learn from how, and learn as well as compel the investors and other people to actually bring that innovative technology, which is actually cost viable also, which makes a safe, certified, 100% decontaminated, and a quality rPET. So basically, the aim is not to just make recycled PET and put it in the market. Aim is actually to give consumers something which is 100% quality certified, which is 100% halal certified, which is safe to consume at the same time. Because we want to actually work on consumer perception as well, which is steadily evolving also since we have started this journey in Pakistan. Be part of alliances like Core Alliance, and I would really suggest that we pick up some international and worldwide alliances as well, through which we learn how the people, how the industry in other part of the world are also doing it and working towards it. Every day, I think there are innovative solutions. There are new designs which are coming into technology, which are coming into recycling, which are coming into what material and how are we going to do it, whether that's a chemical recycling or not. So there are multiple technologies on which we can work and then eventually reduce the overall cost. So once the cost is reduced, solution is viable, consumer perception is great, I think nothing is going to stop the whole industry to actually move on this journey. And we as PepsiCo are very open to actually work with other industries and take others through our journey as well to actually spread it as much as we can.
थैंक यू. सो हमने आरपेट जर्नी लर्न की आपसे, हमने आपके पोटेंशियल चैलेंजेस, अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ आपसे सीखने को बहुत कुछ मिला. अभी मैं आपसे हिबा अख्तर फ्रॉम पेप्सिको वाली हिबा से नहीं मैं बात करी, अभी मैं हिबा से बात कर रही हूँ. और मुझे क्योंकि जेन्युइनली जानना है, मैं भी, हम सब किसी ना किसी कंपनी में कोई ना कोई काम कर रहा होता है, कंपनी के अपने विजन्स होते हैं, गोल्स होते हैं, बट एक चीज़ होती है कि पर्सनली हमारे अपना क्या रिकमेंडेशन है, और मैं आपसे पेप्सिको की साइड से नहीं पूछ रही, मैं आपसे जनरल पूछ रही हूँ एज अ वुमन इन सस्टेनेबिलिटी, ठीक है। इट्स वेरी हार्ड टू कि आप अपना, वो कहते हैं ना, लोहा मनवाना, इट्स वेरी हार्ड, स्पेशली वुमेन इन पाकिस्तान। MNCs आर प्रोवाइडिंग द प्लेटफॉर्म्स, डाइवर्सिटी एंड इंक्लूजन का बहुत ज़्यादा वो इंटीग्रेट कर रहे हैं, और स्पेसिफिक कोटा है हमारे और ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस में भी, एंड दे आर bringing women on the front lines. We also have a session on the women on the front lines that's in collaboration with PepsiCo tomorrow. Do join us. So Hiba, my question is, कभी थ्रू आउट योर जर्नी कभी कोई ऐसी चीज़, चाहे वो रेगुलेटर से हो, चाहे वो किसी और स्टेक होल्डर से हो, किसी ऐसी बात पे गुस्सा है कि मतलब ये क्यों ना, इसमें हम ऐसे भी कर सकते हैं? व्हाट इज़ योर अप्रोच जब किसी चीज़ पर गुस्सा आ रहा हो कि यार ये तो इतने आसानी से हम कर सकते हैं, सस्टेनेबिलिटी की जर्नी है, एंड अगर ये चीज़ ना होती तो मैं ऐसे कर लेती, कोई ऐसी चीज़ एंड कोई ऐसा anecdote that you would like to share with your with the audience here, as personally that's personal to Hiba, and the way you overcame it. मैं अपने कुछ क्वेश्चंस हिडन रखती हूँ क्योंकि मुझे मज़ा आता है कि मैं लोगों को इंगेज करूँ, बिकॉज देयर इज़ अ लॉट ऑफ लर्निंग दैट ऑल ऑफ अस हियर डू। सो इसलिए मुझे आपसे जानना है, कभी कोई ऐसी चीज़ हो जिसने बहुत बॉदर किया हो कि नहीं, हिबा अख्तर कुड हैव डन इट अगर ऐसा ना होता?
Lovely question, Zainab. I mean, it's your hidden question, but I agree because, as I said, this was something very close to my heart as well. And from the perspective, when you're passionate about things and things are not working at your pace, आपको होता है थोड़ा सा कि can't we do this? Can't we do it today? Why is someone putting it for tomorrow, or something like this? And then why can't people understand the importance of sustainability also? So that is something, sometimes it really bothers me, but I think from PepsiCo's angle, everyone really understands end to end why sustainability, and it's very, very important. Sometimes about external stakeholders and you meet people outside, you have to actually share with them your journey. आप उनको बता रहे होते हो, समझा रहे होते हो. Sometimes you are compelling people to do something. Initially ये होता था कि sustainability, people were not aware of it a lot. So people wouldn't give a lot of weightage to why sustainability is important, why you have to do it. It's an extra work, day-to-day work चल तो रहा है. Why are you so bothered about these things? Even when I got this additional responsibility, everyone came to me and said, "Oh my God, that's another burden. You would have gotten when you talk to your friends and everyone." And I'm like, no, it doesn't look like a burden because this should be your way of life. Sustainability should be the way how we operate, and that's how we do it in PepsiCo Pakistan. And once you understand it's a way of life, it becomes really, really easy for you. And once you understand the importance of it, once you are passionate about it, and you go and talk to people, you respectfully make them understand. As a head of sustainability, I meet a lot of external stakeholders. I meet a lot of partners. We do a lot of deals when it comes to when it comes to financial deals as well. When it comes to making people understand why we want to do it as PepsiCo company. So you talk to them and then you make them understand how end to end it is going to add value to everyone's life. It is going to bring a better future to, even not for me, for PepsiCo only, but for them, for their children, for their generations and generations to come. I think people do understand, people do take it as a very important initiative, and they do think coming this thing out of a woman also who's working in this area, and then a woman who's really caring about this whole initiative, they do understand that it is very, very important.
I think, Hiba, that was a lovely response, because you're taking sustainability as something that's very personal, and I think this is something that all of us need to do. I asked you that question because when I started my journey as an environmentalist, when I got enrolled in a university program, environmental sciences, it was only because of my father. He pushed me for this program, but when back in 2013, when I used to inform people, this is a degree program I'm doing, they were like, "Oh, environmental sciences, फल पौधे लगाना, that's it." So it was so hard, and at times it got so frustrating for me as well to no, that's not it is about. But now, I mean, I don't have to explain it to them. Over the years things have changed. There's a lot of awareness, why plants are important, why sustainability is important, floods wreaking havoc, पाकिस्तान में और ममालिक में तबाही हो रही है क्लाइमेट चेंज की वजह से, सस्टेनेबिलिटी इट हैज़ टू बी योर पर्सनल, इट हैज़ टू बी वेरी पर्सनल टू ईच वन ऑफ अस. Thank you, Hiba. I won't bombard you with so many other questions, though I have many other questions. But keeping in view in the interest of time, I've really enjoyed this fireside chat with you. इसको हम fireside कहते हैं इसलिए ताकि हम कुछ direct questions करें और वो questions करें जो speaker को भी ना पता हो. So ये हमारा format हमारी general conference के panel discussion से थोड़ा सा different होता है और I'm sure आपने भी enjoy किया होगा. ये fireside chat session it's available on our socials और इसकी ये नीचे लाइव SMD पर भी चल रहा है और हम इसको मज़ीद जो है वो आपके साथ शेयर कर रहे होंगे, different clips and different messages that Hiba has shared with us today. I'm sure you all of you have enjoyed. Do join us. We also have a plenary session and before plenary we have 4 concurrent sessions at 3 p.m. So different halls में हो रहे होंगे, join कीजिए.